Zoeshaaa.
Me go up there now, I'ma see him talk to one girl. This girl was his ex, right? She good with the family. She's always around. She ever depend him WhatsApp, right? And anytime him come to Jamaica, me know say, yeah. So anyhow now, me go up there and me see him up there, and she have him at, and she have him at, and she have the at, and she lick the at on him chest, and she laugh, and you know, like she have the at, and she's like, I'm up there like, did he not ask you to do something for him? And he was like,
yeah, I come.
I was like, listen, I came here to support you and your family, right? And y'all gonna disrespect me, then we are me right downstairs? Okay. So anyways, back to what I was saying now. 2015, I was over it. Like, when I was going to Jamaica that trip, I did not let him know until, I think it was the night before. And I was like, yo, can you drive me to the airport or not? And he was just like, you're going to Jamaica? And I'm like, yes. Because I didn't feel like at that point, he was communicating with me in terms of things that he was doing. He would come in as he like, go out as he likes, and all of this type of stuff. And I would just be like, okay, like, I'm not sitting down and taking that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never did anything to you in terms of how you feel. I never cheated on you. I've never disrespected you in that type of way. You know what I'm saying? So no, we're not gonna do it. Don't get me wrong, when we get into a little argument, you know, like, I say things that, you know, maybe little him as a man or whatever the case may be, but I feel like I had to at some point stoop to his level to deal with him because of just how he lacked in communication and in just certain areas. And it was just like, that was the only way to get back to him, was to be nasty, you know? And that's not what I was necessarily like used to in my personal relationships. So yeah, he was like, yeah, I'll take you to the airport. He went to work and he left on his break and he came and he took me to the airport. And I was like, peace out, you know? I was excited. I was just like, yeah, may I do YouTube? Oh God, YouTube was a problem too. Jesus, Lord of his mercy, YouTube was a problem. He never liked, as you guys who were following me then would know, he never liked to come on. He never liked the fact that I was doing it. He thought I was putting out too much information and whatever. But him did have things him did need for hide from, you know? And him couldn't be so public out there. But yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna make nobody stop me what me want to do on certain things. Like, there's just certain things I'm just not going to allow, but then there was certain things that I didn't even realize until afterwards that were so different, you know? Anyhow, go to Jamaica, come back, and I came back in what, January? And it was in March that he proposed. And I feel like he proposed because he knew. He knew. Because it was in Jamaica, I was like, there was a situation that happened and I was talking to Tiffany and she was just like, yo, regardless of anything, this isn't the way to go out. She was like, talk to him, and if there's no change, do what you gotta do. And I was like, all right, cool. I went back home. No, before I went back home, I'm gonna talk to him, I'm gonna tell him whatever. Yeah, so come back, propose, right? Cool. We're like, we're gonna start fresh, whatever. Cool. Now we are planned wedding. He did not want to pick a date. He did not want to help out with invitations. He did not want to do anything. The engagement party, I planned everything by myself. He did not want to participate. On the day of, he did not even end up wanting to come. You guys, like, I was arguing on the day of my engagement party, like, why did you propose to me? You know, you only proposed to me because you wanted to keep me, but you had no real intention in marrying me, you know? So it was like the marriage, after getting engaged, it was like that is when my relationship literally 180 degree, like, is it 360 or 180? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Completely changed, right? And then at that point, like, even the marriage, it was like almost like used for used as a weapon. It was like, oh, well, if you do this, you can call off this, or me nobody want to do this, or tell your people them to come do that by yourself, or you and your people them alone are gonna show up, or whatever, you know. And I was just like, whoa. We went to Jamaica. We planned on going to Jamaica. His uncle was getting married, so we decided we were gonna go to the wedding. That was in September, and that was around the time of his birthday. So we were like, all right, cool, let's make this into a birthday trip. We'll go to your uncle's wedding, and we'll also go down and go look at the stuff that we need to take care of for the wedding. We'll look at the venue, we'll go talk to all the vendors, we'll go get everything in place, so we can come back and know for sure, Buddha bam bing dang dang, this is what's going on. When we went down to Jamaica in September, I think we had October, November, December, January, February, March, 6 months before our wedding. Okay? Now, when I bought these tickets for Jamaica, I'm gonna buy them through one link, right? I some bandu listening, somebody show me, say work. I'm gonna say, all right, let me try it, right? So I buy the ticket, them got through, everything fine. We get my itineraries, right? And everything was good. When we reach at the airport now, them say film ticket got through, but film ticket there was a problem. So I was like, we got them from the same place. Me did have to lie and say, yeah, me use my travel agent or whatever, and yeah, me just send them the money through one bank account and them line up everything and email me. So she was like, no, his ticket didn't go through. If he wants to go, apparently our flight was full, but she was like, you know, you can go with another airline and get another flight, whatever. So me rush now for go pan like online for go see if we can get one ticket. There was apparently a ticket for, I was looking for that same day, but there was a ticket going to there was a flight going to Montego Bay, which was fine because they could pick me up by the time I reached, and we could go drive to Montego Bay and go pick him up. But when I looked and when I bought the ticket was for the next day. So he was upset, which anybody would be, because who wants to miss the flight going to Jamaica? You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, yo, you're coming the next day, so that's fine. I ended up going to Jamaica that night, and he was supposed to come the next day. But at that time, there was I can't remember what storm was going on, but it was going, like, it was in Florida and like Cuba or something like that, and that's where you have to fly over. So there was no flights going out. So he didn't get to come the next day, and I think we went down I went down the Thursday. He was supposed to come the Friday, never ended up coming the Friday. And then he was supposed to, and then he ended up being able to come this Saturday, which was the day of his uncle's wedding. So he ended up missing it, and we reached the wedding, and then we had to leave early and go pick him up. I think I saw it did go, or the next day we did go pick him up, something like that. Anyways, when me reached Jamaica, he was like, you can forget about the wedding. There is never going to be a wedding. Nothing I keep, blah, blah, blah. How could I go to Jamaica without him? Whatever. Now, granted, how could I go to Jamaica without him? The way I was thinking at the time was like, yo, we have to end up going to Jamaica regardless. Like, regardless, we're both gonna get there, period. Right? My ticket went through. Now, the way I was thinking was, okay, it makes sense, say, we lose one ticket for go buy back two, when we can just, I can just go down and just get you a ticket and you can come. Still, that's what I was thinking, and that's why before I left, I made sure I bought him another ticket. I bought him another ticket, okay? So his big thing was I went to Jamaica without him, and it was like, what are you running to Jamaica for? Mind you guys, I flew to Kingston. I don't have no business in Kingston, right? My family is in Montego Bay. From me, born and I grew and I got Jamaica, I have always flown to Montego Bay. I've never had no reason to go to Kingston. So me going to Kingston now is new territory for me by myself, right? And his people, them, I have to go stay at his family's house. So it's kind of like, what are you worried about? Like, even if I was doing something, me can't do it, yes, so. Me don't know nobody, yes, so. Like, if I go out, I'm with your brethren. You don't trust him, you don't trust me, obviously, but you don't trust your brethren. And I'm staying at home with your family. Like, I play with your little cousin them in the daytime. Me talk to your bigger cousin. Like, I'm not doing anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing anything. Anyways, finally him reached, and it was like him never want to talk to me. His friend was just like, bro, you can't be so disrespectful, like the girl in the car, like you're not gonna talk to her. And I was just like, yo, everything good, like everything good. We went to my dad's house because he lives in Mandovo, and we have to pass my father's place to go over. So we stopped for just stay wagwan or whatever, because I communicate with my dad and let him know wagwan or whatever the case may be. And the man not even did want to talk to my father. So I was like, nah, you past disrespectful now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you upset about? You're in Jamaica now. Like, what are you mad about? Okay, you missed your uncle's wedding. Okay, but you still get to celebrate your birthday. Like, what's the problem? Anyways, long story short, we brought down the invitation. I brought down the invitations. He left them there. Or I left them there, and I was like telling his cousin to distribute them, and he was like, do not give them to anybody, dash them away. I was like, all right, cool. Coming back up now on the flight, barely spoke. When we got here, his brother picked us up, and me not saying brother never like him from man, and I mean never did really like him either still, so it doesn't really matter to me. But his brother came and picked us up, and like when he dropped us off, like you could feel like the vibe in the car. It was kind of like he kind of talked to them and told them how he felt or what he thought, and they had their minds up made already. You see me? So when he dropped me off, he didn't come out of the car. I ended up going upstairs by myself, and he stayed downstairs and he was talking to his brother. When he came upstairs, he was just like, yo, I'm gonna go to my mom's for a little bit and cool out or whatever. And I was just like, okay, like what does it really mean? Like what you want to do? And you know, anyways, from there it was just downhill. Like I remember him just basically saying like he no longer wanted to do this or whatever the case may be, and like I broke down because it was such an embarrassing time for me, because here I am like coming back from a trip where I went and I looked about stuff for a wedding with a person that I thought I was going to be spending the rest of my life with, to only come back after I tried to fix the situation, to come back for him to be like, him nobody want to do this whatever, just because of what, a plane ticket. At that point that should have been like that's where I should have known, like, okay, Zoe, like, this is your exit, like, you're good, like, go, you know. But I was still like, no, let me hold on to it, because I was like, yo, this is marriage, like, this is marriage, like, this is so serious. Like, how can you just look at it and be like, oh, like, you know. And I would be like, yo, so how are you planning on going on through the rest of life? Like, do you think this is gonna be the biggest issue that we're gonna have, like, as a married couple? Like, there's gonna be so many other hurdles and stuff that we're gonna have to go over. How are you just throwing in the towel already? Anyways, ended up having to tell the people that said the wedding was postponed beyond reasons of my control, and one bag of sitting, and then people started asking like what happened, and one bag of something, and I'm going on one big deep depression. You guys, I'm not telling a lie, I was not myself. I'm going on one big depression. I mean, at this point in my relationship, I was not fully 100 myself anyways, but I'm going on one big depression, and I was trying so hard to hold on to this relationship because I just felt like this was my relationship. Like, nobody could tell me any different. Like, this was the person that I was gonna be with, this was the person that I was going to marry, regardless of anything. Like, I already spent so many years with this person, and I was just like, bro, I have to go start dating again. Like, what the hell? Like, no, like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, no, like, how do I even do that? Like, I was so like, what is dating? Oh, I'm gonna do that. Oh, I'm gonna do that something there. I don't know how to do that, you know? Anyhow, the night that it fully, yeah, it was, oh, it did go. He seen some message in my phone and he misread it, and he thought I cheated. Never gonna say no, but reading is very fundamental, and some people just cannot read. So yeah, but anyways, they thought I cheated, which I did not. And them come home like 3 o'clock in the morning, because them did take my phone, you know. I don't know what them did take my phone for. Them did things, so them did go find things in my phone, which apparently them feel like so them did fine. And come home 3 o'clock in the morning and lick me, wake me up out of my sleep with the phone. Me I sleep good enough because I said nothing in iPhone where, you know, because me not have nothing for it. So me I said go and take the phone, like after me not worry about them someday. But anyways, I'm not even gonna lie, the message that was in the phone was from Shanko, and we were going out, and he was like, it's me, my girl, and what the boy name? I can't even remember his name right now, but me and my name. So I was like, so I was like, oh, so and so will be my date or whatever, right? Like, that's my brother. Like, I would refer to him as my brother, like, you know. So he was like, oh, y'all go on date and whatever, and I was like, there's 4 of us. He's with his woman and I'm with him. I said that that's my date, but that's not really my date. I even went to the vlog and I was like, look, this is what I meant by, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing serious, but anyways, that's what I'm saying. Blah, blah, blah. You guys, I feel like I'm rambling and I did not want it to be this long. But anyways, you guys, the nights that I was over it, and I can't even say I was over it because I still did I try them time. But I'm a cook down. It was a Sunday. I'm a cook down. It was a winter, yeah, in January, yeah, a couple weeks before my birthday in January. Was it the 3rd or the 7th? I can't remember, but cook Sunday dinner. His phone wasn't working and he was getting miserable about it. So I said, all right, me take it to the phone store. I'm going to come, like, nothing more than you probably need a charger while it not work. So I was like, all right, I'll take it to the phone store. So he was like, all right, cool. So I get ready and I said, I got the phone store. Then he was like, no, me come with you. So I said, no, it's all right, stay. Like, I'll go whatever. So I start run out to the house, you know, come here and say, why am I jump up and I say, him want come now all of a sudden. So I said, something in my phone. So let me tell you, by this time, you guys, anytime I'm looking at the phone, I find something. This guy all had like a super lock on his phone where he had like a regular settings of like stuff that you would see, and then he had like another, like he had like another phone. He had like a phone in a phone. Like he had so many different things to go into and folders and stuff like that where he would hide stuff. Like, listen, the levels that he went to hide stuff. Anyways, so I don't know what look I'm going for today. He I'm gonna go in at the phone and I don't see nothing. I go through the phone, I go to 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 the phone, I don't see nothing. I carry the phone, got the phone store, then put in one charger, the phone work, right? So I sit down in the car and I say, no man, something off in the phone because me no say, me never looking at the phone here yet, I'm gonna find nothing. So I see something off in the phone. So I go back in the phone and I look at me, I'm in the gallery and I'm looking, and I see this brown girl and I'm like, oh, I mean, like, when was this? And I'm like, I don't remember this. So I'm gonna click on the video. So I watch the video, people, and I just could not believe my eyes. Like, I just could not believe what I seen on the video. I saw a female on my couch, naked, with my exes sitting in our mouths. Okay? Okay? Alright. When I looked at the dates, this was, okay, you guys, this was January. And the video was in October, the weekend I went to Florida for Sandy's wedding. We were engaged, planning a wedding. Well, not at that point because he was over it at that point, but you get what I'm saying? Like, we were engaged, and this is my house. My house had pictures of me, my house had pictures of him, my house had pictures of us together. You cannot walk into that house and not feel the presence of a woman. First of all, the way I keep my place, you never are gonna know say one man live there by himself. Just the stuff that's in the house, you gonna know say, you know? So one bag of things that go through my mind, because honestly, you guys, at that point in my relationship, if anybody did look at me and tell me say my man did there with somebody else, would I look at them and tell them say I lie them and tell? Nothing can go so, because I'm not there with nobody. Like, I just me by myself, like, you know. So I was like, no, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna watch more videos, and my ball all the way at home, like my ball live in eye water, so till like I could not see through the windscreen. Like I could not see, like I could not friggin' believe it. And all I kept saying to myself was, this is it. This is it. I'm completely done. Like, this is it. This is absolutely it. Like, I am done. 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 I feel like I missed out a really important point, but I don't remember if this happened after. No, this couldn't have happened after. This had to have happened before. But, okay. There was a time where, things got really, really physical. Like really, really physical. I remember my wrist was swollen and I couldn't move my hand. And I can't remember who I was on the phone with. I honestly think it was... Anyways, yeah, so as minute I say, he was telling me like, you know, like I was scum, I was nothing, you know, I was ugly, and he was just taunting me while recording me. You know what I'm saying? Like at that moment where I was feeling so vulnerable and so helpless, like the only thing that he thought that he could do was pick up his phone and record me. And if I got up to move, like he was following me. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm trying to have my own little space to really realize like what's going on, because I just still couldn't believe like I was there putting up with that shit. And I was at a point in my life where I really started to believe those things. Like I really was like, nobody is going to want me. Like, why would anybody want me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I have going for me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And he sent the video to his people them. Because he thought it was so funny. And that was the person that I thought that I wanted to spend my life with.